Yep. Dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dee ba dee da bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dee dum. Ba dum ba dum ba da dum ba dee dee da 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 ba dum ba bum. What we gonna do and what we gonna say, and that's the way we make a day. Potato, potato, tomato. That's how you bring your potatoes. Well, we're not talking about potatoes, or we're not talking about potatoes. We're talking about people in general. And those people are the people that we find ourselves smiling at, or dialing, or thinking about what they're gonna do next. That's how we do that. And we think about, just imagine that you had to go somewhere, and all of a sudden someone tells you you cannot do that. How would you feel? Now, when I say that, I'm talking about the government and everybody that's involved. I'm not talking about just one person. I'm talking about everybody that's involved to tell you what you can do and what you cannot do. How do you feel about that? We're the next day and somebody say, "Hey, by the way, you can't go do that because we don't allow you to do that because of the situation you're in. We think you should do something different." And you say to them, "Oh, really? Yeah. Children you have home. Children you don't have at home. Children is, you let them grow up the way they're supposed to, and most times they'll be fine. When you try to change their minds, that's when we have problems. Everybody want to do something different. Everybody want to be something different. Everybody want to be something they're not. And that's where the problems roll in at. Like vacations. In the old days you had a vacation, you could take a vacation, nobody worried about it, nobody told you where to go, where to come, and where not to go. But all of a sudden people now want to tell you what you can do and what you can't do. They want to take your whole life away from you and draw pictures that you don't have no idea what they're talking about. Well, you can only have this many people in your house. When did that happen? When did that slide in on your doorstep? When they start telling what you can do, what you can't do? That's crazy. I remember it used to be families when you could, in the neighborhood, you could go to the neighbor and you had a friend that was family. You go to see how they doing, how bake a cake, what? Well, you can't do that no more either. People scared of that too. So now you live in a lifestyle that you're scared of everything. You can't go because you're scared that the bride can pop you off. You're scared that this is gonna happen to you, or that's gonna happen to you. So now you're afraid everything's around you. And you're saying, what the hell should I do next? I don't know. Die? They already told you can't associate, you can't galligate, can't malorate, can't misicate. Other words, no social. Now for the most reason when you don't socialize with somebody, it's like an animal or put a plant. Put a plant by itself, don't talk to it, don't water it. Put a dog out there by itself, okay, don't feed them. What happened? They die. Well, I guess they set aside and made that fuss now. You have no reason to live, so you don't associate. You have no reason to die, so you die alone. You go to the hospital, they don't care. They give you a shot and you keep moving. I'm serious. There's no answer to stupidity or ignorance. Okay? What we need to do is sit and get off our bumps and dumps, butts, ass, whatever, and start waking up and say, hey, I have the right. I have the right to associate. I have the right to gallagate. I have the right to do what I want to do because this is what we're not. If we live in a democracy world, that means we need to think about it and go get the same outfit, same uniform, and like they trying to wear the same mask. Everybody put on a mask. Everybody go down the street like they don't know shit because you won't know nothing. You won't know nothing because you won't. Who you gonna talk to? Nobody gonna talk to you. You got a mask on, but you can't hear nothing because you wear about your mask. So that means your ears closed too. So who you gonna sociate? Nobody. The streets. So guess what? You die out. Well, that's not only for that. You know, this year alone have cast a whole lot of stuff. Some people say, what stuff? Burdens, wall. You have to have another wall. You got a wall against yourself. The wall is ludicrous against itself. Okay? Ludicrous means that you got people dying, you don't know why they're dying. Well, if they ain't getting shot up, they're getting hot up. They ain't getting hot up, getting bought up, misplaced, whatever. The doctor saying one thing and doing another. You go in the hospital, you don't come out, and all this kind of crazy stuff. You know, it's amazing that you come up with vitamins, you come up with chemicals, and all of a sudden you come up with something that can cure you, but nobody wants it. And then, flu time comes around, and once again, shoot you up. Well, shoot you up and change your DNA, I guess, because nothing else they're going to change. They can't change you still running around with masks on. Right now, how many people right now are wearing the mask? You guys probably wearing the mask watching me right now. I don't know. Oh, the mask on secures. Let me tell you something. If the mask secures you, then why you hang around with me? Don't hang with me. Because I don't want to be around you coughing your own cough in your mask. So you see me, you need to go to the way. Don't be coming my way telling me you helping me. You're not helping me. Let's get this straight. All you people out there telling me you helping me, you're not helping me. The government, you're not helping me. You're helping yourself. Okay? So you want to put the mask on, don't come my way. Or don't send it to me, and we'll find. Now, if you wake up and read a little bit, you might understand why you coughing like the Dickens and getting irritated like the Dickens, like a dog in heat. Okay? Yeah, you're not supposed to wear the mask. The mask, if we were all supposed to wear masks, I mean, when from the time of birth we wake up with a mask on our face from delivery. Just put the mask on the baby and keep moving. Baby don't need to talk to nobody, just put the mask on. He can cry along right by himself. I'm serious. We're sitting on a dumbass tree. Not a lot of dumbass tree. They're telling us what we should be thinking about, what we should do, and what we're not doing. Because we're not doing nothing, to tell you the truth about it. Absolutely nothing. You feel good? Well, yeah, there's some people who can feel good. Well, there's some people who need to wear the long range mask. That keeps Mary Kay away from you. So go ahead and wear the mask for you non-lookers and non-fixers and non-get up in the morning. Go ahead. But for the rest of us, can we get smart for a moment? If you go to church and they say, "Hey, guess what? We got mass on this time. Well, you better go to mass for later." I thought mass started at 2:00 for Catholics, and then you do something different. But now you wearing mask. So what you wearing mask? You are debating that your belief can't save you. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe the mask will save you. If maybe you should go to kiss the Pope's hand. Maybe the Pope got something on his hand to bless you. I mean, he's making a lot of money. Go talk to the Pope. Go talk. See, what you need to do, you need to find somebody you need to talk to and relax, and we can say, "Oh well, I paid my dues to the flying flu. Got no resources, so I may go out. I go live to the moon and send to the sun. I'm a singing like a yo-yo, boom, boom, boom. I got my tickets in my popo, boom, boom, boom. So gala, boom, gala around, gala, boom, boom." So whatever I said, see, same thing. You go to the doctor and say, "Well, I don't know what's wrong with you." Well, see, we fail to understand. You go to the doctor, his job is to find something, and guarantee you don't find it the first time. You come back the second time, you'll find something, because see, the first time you're in there and you want to come back, you done paid for no reason. So you do a scam, a payment scam, and a ham and Uncle Sam, and the doctor's making love to his girlfriend or whatever, nurse, who knows. However, second time, now we serious. Well, this is what we found while we was playing around, and now you need to pay again. You be like, "Well, I don't want to do that." Well, you came to ask me what was the flame, and flame it, deem it. There it is. So think about that for a minute. Flame, deem, there it is. Oopsie doopsie, there it is. You know, no reason. No reason to get sad about it. No reason to be mad about it. You wanted it. You went into "Hey doc, got this flipping tube ibuprofen my molars, and I didn't know what's wrong with me. And he says, sure. Let me get this cup of coffee here. Because we're female too. No matter, doctor's a doctor. And they all get paid the same way. They may not look like, but when it comes down to looking at the scope, or you think all doctors' handwriting basically look like the scratch off a tree. So, my advice: if an arm broke, get it fixed. You can see it for you. Okay, your neck cracked, leave that neck alone. You go to the doctor, you'll get cracked more. I've seen it. I know people that got cracked necks. Someone gotta go back to my doctor. Yeah, crack it again, doc. No. If you're bleeding, get a Band-Aid. If it don't stop, then you go there and let them sew it up. Other than that, sew it up yourself. You know, other people out here in the world can sew you up quicker than the doctor can sew you up and save less money. Pills. We take pills for lots of reasons. We take pills because we want to cure ourselves. We take pills because we believe in our health. We take pills because it is going to bring us back new, bring us back old, in between. Well, here's what I believe. Most pills don't do nothing for you. Just my belief. Most pills will give you a temporary relief, and then it goes back to the same. Until you get enough of it, then who knows what happens. But there's always side effects, so there you have it. So, if you athlete, you can be an athlete. You can be an athlete forever. Most athletes stay that way. The only way they quit being an athlete when they quit being athletes. Say it again. Most athletes are athletes till they quit being athletes. That means they quit doing what they've been doing all their life. Really? Yeah. You got some 70-year-old men right now jumping hurdles because they did it in their lifetime. They still like it. Now let's be honest with ourselves. They ain't doing it for they're doing it for themselves, okay? But they're still athletes. Okay? Let's make sure we get that right. If you sing, most people sing. Most people sing because they like to sing. Gladys Knight probably still sing because she wants to sing. Not because you have to. Donna Ross sings 75, not because you have to. You see what I'm saying? Once you do something you like doing, you continue to do it. And that's the way it is. You got people still coaching because they like to do it. Okay? Some people say they threw at a certain age, they threw. Because of the dumb morality they run into. Children, parents, and everything else involved. Politics, the go-ho, the media. And the media is so full of the media and stuff, they don't know how to control their own self. So therefore they get involved with somebody else, and then they become mediates. Otherwise, somebody else is media doing it for them. You get a president, you don't know which president you're going to get because all of them are the same as well. So all of them been doing the same thing. You know, you get one, you get another one. It don't matter. They all going to do the same thing. They're going to pull, be like a toe pin. Now, you want to get some new ones? Get some in there with some ankles. They're going to be around a while. Not no 98, 78, 50, not even 50. Give me a brand new, give me a 40-year-old start off. At least you got some time. But the rest of them, they pulling time. They're like, oh, I don't know. Paycheck. Half of them don't even need a paycheck. Okay? Donald Trump was the first one don't need a paycheck. The rest of them old in age. Look at Biden, 78. Hell, he could do retirement 4 times. So that's my advice. So here's the thing. We run around and we hope and we dream. And there's a lot of hope and a lot of dream, and most people can conquer their dreams and the hope. And they believe as well. It don't matter. It really doesn't matter. What matters is what you believe. And what you believe, my friend, that is the token of the belief of life. Well, let's try it again. What you believe, my friend, is the token of belief of life. That means you as an individual, whatever you believe is true. What you don't believe is true also because it's you in the belief. Now, if you can get a partner or someone to go along with you and say, hey, guess what I believe? Then that's different too. So now you got two beliefs and the same. Most people in the world, if we can understand this, and I'll say it again. Most people in the world like someone that's doing the same thing. Going the same way. Believing the same. That's most people in the world. Now you have the attitudes and pokey teas and the holy me's and the creeds and all them out there.
What's that mean? Those who say they with you, but not with you. Those who say they believe what you say, but not moving their tongue. That means they're not with you. They're moving along with you because they want you to believe you're with them. So you got them too. It's almost like spies in the nest and spies in a cocaine. In other words, there's always somebody sneaking around the corner. Yeah. Whether you believe it or not. That's why everybody can sing on a different tune. If I sing well, it all depends on who's listening to me to pick up the signal of the tune. So somebody may say, what the world is he saying? Did he say anything? Did he mean anything? Did it come to anything? Did it come about to be anything? And you sit back and say, I don't know. He didn't say nothing. He's just running up at the jibs and trying to tell us not to do this, not to do that. Now, let me remind you, I ain't telling you not to do nothing. Once again, I'm an individual, and so are you. What you take out of my conversation is your conversation, and yours alone. I'm just spreading it out. Now, you go out and do what you want to do with it, that's up to you. It's like children in the home. You know, if you got 5 kids, that means you got 5 reasons to adjust your attitude. I ain't talking about no 5 kids and a wife. I'm them 5 kids alone. Because those 5 kids, if they really gonna amount to anything, gonna need your time and your understanding. Now, if you don't give them that time and understanding, they're going to be the most intolerant. See, you thought it was intolerant. No, intolerant kids in the world. Wow, yeah, in the world. They're gonna grow up. They're gonna grow up crooked. And you know why they're growing up crooked? Because you didn't have time to spend with those kids. Now, when I say spend time, I don't mean to get all 5 of them together and say, "Okay, we're here together. We're at the swamp. We're at the swimming pool. We're at the roller skate. We're at the derby." No, my friends. I mean, individually, one at a time. That way, you will know what's on his mind. See, a lot of people think they have to wait till they're grown. They have to wait till they're teenage. No. Because if you did that, you lost half the world already. If you wait until they get grown, you just lost half the world. If you wait until you get a teenager, you definitely lost the world. Because the teenager changed their mind like the light changed the bulbs. So, you need, and if you got a good wife, you need to take time with her too. I take time with my wife, and she gets upset and come in and rack at me if I don't. So, yeah, you need to take time. I hadn't always been Mr. Good looking. See how good looking? Both sides. No, I've been a bad guy. I've been a dog in the slump. Been in the doghouse. But I realized that sometimes you got to come out of that doghouse, and sometimes you need somebody to understand you. And my wife understands me better than anybody on this earth. So on this earth, I didn't say it in heaven. On this earth, my wife is the understandable. Okay. That puts her up above anybody else in this whole world. Now, but I talk about so many different things and children. You see, I just told you about the 5 children. If you have them, you should be honest, and you should be glad you have them. Not talk about how you had them, but be glad you have them. And that way you can get to understand them. If you pick up your stick, be like a doctor. If you decide to go by and say, "Hey, what's going on?" Well, see, excuse me. But what happens the most time, we don't do that. We don't take it serious enough to negotiate or celebrate or be around our children because we done gasinated the whole gas. We done put a gas around and thought it was a trunk. Yeah, big old gas trunk. What we did. Okay. So what we do now is try to get rid of the flame. How do you get rid of the flame? If you don't know how, you're going to burn yourself up or blow it away or it'll get away from you. Oh, yeah, we put something on it. What? Didn't read the chemical to get rid of the flame, huh? So guess what? You still burning. Oh, electricity. No. So once again, you got to take time. We live in a time zone. We live in a circle that causes trouble. We live in a world that's called dimension of trouble. We live in a place that we don't know how to get out because someone else is pulling the strings of the planes or the thoughts of our livelihood every day. So you don't know what happened today. 2020 has been a bushwa, a buluwa, a binshala, a kurwa kwamata, riti rodia, nama neki ha ha ha, roshi tiu ki bikaba. Oh, it's been a mess. And as it goes out, here it is almost Thanksgiving. And most people still not being thankful. People being sad, but they're not being thankful. See, sometimes you got to be thankful for where you're at and what you got and who you're with. We can sit all day and talk about people in life and people you like and people you don't like. But how many people did you really say hello? How many people this year that you didn't even like, you said hello to? See, people don't think about that. And neither do the people who said hello to people who they did say hello to. How many neighbors went over to the other neighbor and bought him a cake? I said, welcome to the neighborhood. Well, how you doing today? How many? So you want to say when I said those days are gone and the young people just float along? How many people opened doors for people this year? How many people said, I bless you and thank you for opening the door for me? How many? Can't count them on your toes. You see, friends. How many friends did you call this year? And how many friends recalled you back? Who'd you visit? Who you didn't visit? Who'd you like to visit? Where you going with that? Well, where I'm going with it is time is short, and you don't know who you're going to visit next year because you don't know next year what it's going to be. You got a divided nation. Anytime you get politics and you get divided people, that means you're not pulling together. Well, the Democrats and Republicans, okay, you got the Democrats and Republicans, well, oh, you got the other ones over there. What are they called? Well, they call silence by themselves. They call independence. So what happened if I was independent? If we all went independent ways, where would we go and what would we get? What would we accomplish? Well, I don't remember the world being like it is. Okay, I remember a lot of other things. But divided is not conquered. Look it up. You got nothing to do with conquer. When you say, I like this, but I don't like that. I like him, but I don't like her. I like this, but I don't like that. I can eat this, but I can't eat that. That means that we all go one place. Let's go one place. And we got one thing to eat. Now let me show you how dumb and how the world survives the capitories of life. If everybody went to one place and only one thing there to eat, I will guarantee you'll eat it or you'll die. Of course, most people are too proud to die, so they're going to eat something they never ate before. I don't care what it smells like, what it is, but they'll eat it. Well, I think what we need to do, we need to find a way to get back into the world, society, and do the same thing. It ain't what you're eating. It ain't where you're at. It's where you want to be. And where you want to be, I don't know about the divide, but if that's where you want to be, then divide yourself. Get away. Be like some of the religions. Just get away and be, matter of fact, find your religion. Hey, tell them you're a man of kimonamas or you're a woman of sikokos. That's your religion. You do what you want to do. You don't bother nobody. You don't bother the government. You don't need nothing from nobody. You just your own. Yeah, just your own. You your own botanist. You your own carbonist. Your own turbolist. Your own trichoid. That means you just free to do what you want to do. And when you die, let you rot off. Tell them don't worry about you. Tell them don't bring you no box. Don't bring you nothing because you by yourself. Okay? Now, but I think we need to find a way, like I said, because next year, buddies, I do not know where I'm going to be at. Plan on being here, but hey, who knows where they're going to be? with the divided places, the divided country we are. Divided people always want to be divided. Who knows? Where did it come from? Who knows? Did it come from the Bible? I don't know about all that. I know a lot of things came from the Bible. Wars and walls and inventories and people missing and people going somewhere and one stays home and the other one go and disappeared. I can tell you about a lot of that. But the point is, how many people would believe me? I'm just, you don't put me on no viral. I'm just myself. I'm not even tell you my name. Figure it out. But the bottom line is this. If we do not come together as one, we'll be full, like Robin Hood said. Okay? We won't be kneeling together. We'll be kneeling divided. We won't be shaking hands as a country. We'll be shaking hands from far away. Because as long as you got that daggone rag on your face, don't even come my way. Okay? Matter of fact, I don't even want to talk to you. If you saving me, you saving yourself, we save each other. Therefore, that way we both can be comfortable. But that's, the world says there's time for change. There's been time for changes. Changes don't, see, people fail to realize that changes don't come because you wanted to come. Change comes when you occupy and find a way to make change. That's how changes come. It don't just roll up in your hands and, oh, here I am, I'm a changed person. No. Oh, here it is, I changed my mind. No. Most people do a lot of things. Okay? Some people pray on it. Some people think about it, fast on it. Fasting means don't eat, that's what fasting means. And some people just go on and try to get a whole bunch of people to go along with them. Okay? But guess what? If you got nobody, if you got nobody to go along with you, who go along with you? You going by yourself. You be like in the world, you came in by the world by yourself, you going out by yourself. Like twins. Twins don't come in or at the same time. They may come in a second later, but they're damn sure ain't coming at the same time. And neither are you. So, brothers and sisters, same way. You can be an idiot today, but love your sister or brother tomorrow. Because you don't know how long you're going to have them. Some people wish they could say hello today. They can't. Mothers and fathers, same way. If you have them in front of you, behind you, around you, be blessed because you got them. Because they may not be there tomorrow. That's where life goes. Life doesn't tell you, oh yeah, they're going to be here because of what? Who? Nobody dialing their numbers. If they dial their numbers, then I never knew it. The person who knew it said okay, and they gone because that's the thing about when you pass, my friends. You can't say, well, I ain't going. Oh, you going? Believe you me, you going. I've never heard nobody say, I was supposed to go, I didn't go. No. Now I've heard people say I'm lucky not to get hit by a car, a train, a shotgun, or whatever. That's a different story. That means there wasn't their time. But when your time falls on you, you're going. So I don't know where the hatred comes from when you hate your parents or you hate your uncles, aunts, cousin, anybody. Because we all hate them. It's no denomination that said, oh, we just hurt our brother, sister. No. It goes from the brother, sister, aunts, uncles, cousins, and some you never even seen before and you hate them. Don't ask me where it comes from. I think it's designed. It's designed to make yourself behave and find a way to come back and love them. And because they're family. You say, well, they're not my family. They're your family. You look in the mirror and you say, wow, this is what I look like. Well, that's what you look like. But your inside, that's a whole other story. People get it confused and mixed up when they say, well, my father was a Rolling Stone. Well, guess what? All these years, now you found out mama was a Rolling Stone too. God dog it. You thought mom was black. No. So both of them were Rolling Stone. The only difference is mom kept the child and dad let it go. That's 99.1. 99.1 mom kept it, and 99.1 dad let it go. There's a 1% that dad took it and said, okay, mom, I'll take it and go with it. Because it does happen too. Okay? So, once again, every one of us is in the same boat. We all have a guilty train to either fill it up or empty it. Okay? Now, when I say fill the train to empty, I mean in your mind. I'm not talking about nothing else. If your mind is full of crap, you need to let it go. I don't give a damn if you need to go and get a drink and drink water to the flow. But you need to let it go. Because there's so much stuff out there and we call it crap. We can say mess, crap, bullshit. I don't care what you call it, but it's out there. And when you start not trying to get an understanding from who you've known for all your life, yeah, all your life. I knew my brother once a time. I knew my sister all in mine. I knew my mother when she was trying. I knew my wife when she was mine. So what I'm saying, if you know somebody who loves you, and I don't mean loving you yesterday, I mean loving you for a while, then you need to be thankful, blessful, and give that honor back to the person who cared for you. Now, if you find somebody that you didn't like, then pray for them. And maybe they'll be fine. But most of the time, people will understand of forgiveness. And how much does it take to forgive someone? Just open your mouth. I forgive you. See how you did. It's the same way you say, I hate you. It's no different. The only difference is what you mean. If you mean to forgive, you mean it. If you didn't mean it, then it will tell. Because you'll do it all over again, and again, and again, till you realize you made a mistake. So, too close to Christmas, which this I may give you one in December, may not, I don't know. But this is Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving means to be thankful for all you have and all you're going to receive. If you didn't receive anything, still be thankful. Thankful that you're here. Okay? If you have friends, thank them. Thank them for just being themselves. If you have a brother and sister, thank them. Because, man, I got a whole bunch of them. And I tell my son all the time, I'm not gonna put up with no nonsense, but I still will talk to them and figure out where they're going. That's just where I am. So if you say, well, my sisters this don't matter, it's still your sister. If my sister didn't do that, doesn't matter, it's still your sister. Because if you can talk about what she didn't do, talk about what she did do. Never happened, huh? Never thought about that, did you? Yeah. We talk about people all the time. Oh, they did this, they did. Well, what did they do right? And why are you talking about them? So it must be hindering you to do something right for somebody else, because you still think about what someone else did to you wrong. You see what I'm saying? We can talk about wrongness all day. When we begin to talk about righteous, you cheer up. You feel better. The heart sings. The mind sings. Everything goes in the right direction. But when you're sitting there down and out, down and out, down and out, down and out, everything else just falls to the wayside. Your feet get crusty, your mouth get crusty, watery, your hair fall out, your eyelashes fall out, if you have any. If you had any facial hair, it's gone. That's for men and women both. Yeah, facial hair gone, eyelashes gone, head. Yeah, and now you return to Green Acres. What's Green Acres? Well, Green Acres says, I once was a child. Now I go back to the child stage. And I don't want to be with nobody else but a child. That's what happens when you're feeling lonely by yourself. But when you're feeling happy and glad, you can be 109 and still be happy. Like, I'm 109. Do not tell me nothing. I'm going to get my burger or whatever. So we all have a price to pay in this world. See, this world is still a world that we live in. In the world that we live in, we all have an opportunity to do what we want to do. See, that's what you guys are saying. The world gives you the opportunities all the time. It's how you linger with that opportunity, how you do with that opportunity That what makes a difference. But the world gives you an opportunity. Okay? Trust me, the world that we live in, all of us have an opportunity. What we do with it is a whole entirely different. And what we allow is different. And if we allow our freedom to be taken, then you did it. Let me say it again. If you allow your freedom to be taken from you, no one else took it. It's like this thing I heard one time. An elephant says, well, you know, I'm cold, I got my leg in, can I get my other leg in? Before you know it, he's got 2 legs in. And I know the whole body's in the tent and you outside. Well, if we continue to let the government tell us what to do and continue to let us do, we're going to be outside and they're going to be inside. And that's what they wanted. But if you got freedom, freedom was never cheap. It was never cheap, and it never will be cheap. And if you don't think so, take the independence, man. If it ain't yellow by now, it's gonna be yellow by the time we get through shitting on it. Okay. All right. With that in mind, my friends, I hope I've enlightened you, told you something, and be thankful for this Thanksgiving because I'm very thankful for my family. Even though this virus keeps me away from them too, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all gonna be not gonna be where you're supposed to be, you know, because of certain people saying certain things. Well, I don't know how we let people rule our lives and what we're supposed to be doing, but we're doing it. We find ourselves in a bubble without a bubble. You know, it's almost like you say one thing, you make a circle around one, then you put another circle around. Before you know, you got 4 circles around something that don't even need to be casted. So, but I hope y'all eat as much as you can eat. Everybody. I hope you watch as many football games as you want to watch on that day. And I hope everybody who comes to your house, you get in without somebody saying you can't be here. I hope most of you don't be wearing no mask looking like an idiot. And I hope that all the masks be burnt by December. How about that? Because if you don't, Christmas rolls around again, you walk around with a mask, and then what you got then? Sad faces. You got two months to be sad. You got 1 month to be an idiot. The rest of them just go along with it. Halloween, you can be an idiot. You can be sad and mad in between the greens and wear any kind of mask you want to. All of a sudden, Thanksgiving comes around and Christmas comes around. Should be the months of all joy. And I ain't got nothing to do with all the rest of religion when they Hanukkah and Phanukkah and Hanukkahs and Hanukkahs and Jonukkahs and everything else. But in general, if you a person without any religion, those 2 months belongs to you. Free as a bird and ladder lease. In other words, do what you want to do with it. Don't be a turd. Be free. Free to sing when you get up in the morning. Free to dance. Free to walk. Free to pick up a phone. Free to call someone. Free to visit your brother. Free to visit your sister. Special. I can only say, if you got one sister, if you got one brother that's alive, and you can get near him, cherish him, cherish him all you can, because you don't know when you have the opportunity to do it again. You might say, well, I can do it next week. I don't know, next week may not. All these doggone things going on, the alkaline, the bombs, the hums, the key, and touches, and everybody building all kind of crap. You never know. That's my thing. You never know how the wind's gonna blow. But if it's blowing when you wake up, and that's the day that you can say something to someone, you might want to do it. It's like smiling. We need more smiles now than we did before, because everybody with the mask on in the forehead is wrinkling up. Nobody's smiling. Most people wear them because it's not a holiday, but as they say, it is required. And let me remind you one more time, there's no patriotic thing to put a damn mask on. You got nothing to do with patriotic. Patriotic is you. You the individual. You the patriot. You your own patriot. Patriotic will tell you to put a mask on. I will tell you put a bag over your head too. So we need to get off that patriotic crap. Patriot in America is when America was free. And freedom, we paid a lot of price for freedom. Not to be taken away and come on, patriot, and then put your hand behind your back or put you somewhere where segregation does not even exist. You out there by yourself in a group. You can't even talk to them. Okay? Let's remember what we say and who we are, when we say it and how we say it. Because once again, freedom. That's what America's about. It's not about democracy or anything else you want to add to it. Because if you do, it's not free anymore. It's segregation. And that, my friend, is a red flag on my end. I need to be that or bow down. I will not. So, as I said in the foreign language or many languages, adios, man, no Wiedersehen. Choose to lean, choose to lean. Ah, da dee da mo da dee o do. Ah, da dee da dee da dee da. In Hawaiians, hello, 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 aloha. In the French, oui, oui, monsieur, parlez-vous say. In the Spanish, paso, amigo, Miguel. In English, English is English. French is French. German is hello. Was is los. There's nothing wrong with the language that you speak. Anybody can speak it if you want to learn it. It's how important to you as an individual and how much you want to learn it. When people say, well, I don't need to learn it. Well, you may not. But it may come to you or pass and you lay in the street and can't be helped. And somebody that don't speak English, have another language, what would you do then? Hand sign? Well, you can do that. But if you knew the language, you might get a lot better. Okay? So, I cannot stress it no more than I have stressed it to you today. Love your siblings. Love your family. Give them the benefit of the doubt. If they've been gone a long time, oh well, they might have had a reason. They couldn't get together with you because of their own faults. But if they can get together, they can say hello, and say hello back. It may help you in the long run. You may be going through some trials and tribulations. So we all do. Every day we do. We think of something we could have done last year before last, or yesterday, or the day before. So we all carry a burden. But the thing is, how much do we want to carry that burden? We all have weights that we want to weigh ourselves on. But how much weight do we want on our backs? When does it become lifted? And I hope we're not going to be 100 to get lifted, okay? Because I want mine lifted today, right now. A lot of people can live with that, okay? But we all want happiness, I would hope. There's somebody that just idiots, ignorant, and they live in democracy and apostasy and fantasy and tyranny. But for the most of us, I believe that we like freedom and we like to be treated that way for the best. I can't think of any way else that I would want to be treated. And I've been treated a lot of different ways, but I'm here to tell you that the best way I believe is a good old smile and a good old shake of hand and pat on the back will do you greatly. And if you have to be a hugger, hey, hug somebody. If you're not, leave it alone. That's called 6 feet too. So that's called in my space. If you let somebody in your space, then you did it. If you didn't, that's your opportunity as well. All right. So once again, I'm saying, Big Earl here, saying Happy Valentine's to everyone. I hope you listen. Happy Thanksgiving. And not Christmas yet, but Christmas is right around the corner. Once the turkey leave off the plate, before you know, another turkey's going on. If you eat turkey, if you eat venison, or you vegan, or you anything else, you might be eating something different. But with all the eating and all the drinking, have a good time. Enjoy yourself, because like I said, 2020 has been a booger. We don't know what 2021 is going to bring. Aloha. Adios. Cheers. Avidasane. Managara. Oro querido. Chamba chique. Imahata. Roda karinigi. And any other language I'm going to tell you. If you didn't get it, it means so long. Bye.